mother say, mother needs something today to calm her down. And though she's not really ill, there's a little yellow pill. She goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and it helps her on the way, get her through her busy day. Things are different today, I hear every mother say, cooking fresh food for her husband, just a drag. So she buys an instant cake, then she burns her frozen steak, and goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and you help her on the way, get her through her busy day. Doctor, please, some more of these outside the door. She took for more. What a drag it is getting old. Men just aren't the same today. I hear every mother say they just don't appreciate that you get tired. They're so hard to satisfy. You can tranquilize your mind. So go running for the shelter of a mother's little helper, and go help you through the night, help to minimize your plight. Doctor, please, some more of these outside the door. She took for more. What a drag it is getting old. Life's just much too hard today. I hear every mother say the pursuit of happiness just seems a bore. And if you take more of those, you will get an overdose. No more running for the shelter of a mother's little helper. They just help you on the way through your busy dying day. Hey! What a drag it is getting old.
Hey folks, let's take a look at Mother's Little Helper by the Rolling Stones. I mean, this is an absolute classic, a wonderful song to play on any acoustic guitar, even a cheap Ibanez like this one. I kind of like to break this out every once in a while. Very, very cool guitar to play. Less than $200, I'll say. But anyway, let's get into this. It's a great song for the guitarist out there. It's a wonderful song for everybody to listen to. Mother's Little Helper. So the guitar is in standard tuning. There's no capo. I've watched some lessons on this, checked out some good chord charts. There's a lot of debates out there exactly what chords, Keith Richards playing. And the Stones are hard to tell by ear sometimes. So I'm just going to give you my version. I think it's pretty close to the record. Certainly you can play this to the recording in the same key. But there's a lot of variations, and it depends if you're playing it by yourself, if you're playing with a band or whatever. So in my cover version, I could take some liberties with the other instruments. So let's get into this. Again, no capo, standard tuning. I'm going to start, this is probably the most part I see debate about. This is just my way. You can do it however you want. So I just start with the A minor. What a drag, kind of A minor walking up to a C. What a drag, what a drag. To a D7 over F sharp. Some people say D, that's fine. D, D7, that doesn't bother me. Either way is fine. I like the D7 there. To an E minor. And most of the song, as you can hear, is in that E minor. So again, this is just the introduction and we're going to get into it. So A minor, we're going to start A minor to C to D7 to E minor, right? So, what a drag it is getting old. And if you want the riff, I mean, you can play it all different ways like I did. But if you want F sharp, G, A, G, F sharp, G. Like I said. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can play that. We're not worried about the riff here. I want to give you the chords so you can play this by yourself, right? So, and now we're into the verses. So E minor, and just kind of strum that E minor.
Kids are different today. I hear every mother say, mother needs something today to calm her down.
So that's an F major. I'm going to play a full bar chord. However you want to play your F major without the bar, but I like the full bar. Down, then a D7 or a D, depending on who you listen to. Really very minor variation. I like the D7 over F sharp personally. I just like that because that takes that bass note, takes you up to the next chord, which is a G. So I like the walk up there. And though she's not really ill, there's a little yellow pill. And that's a C. Walk down to the B bass note to the A minor. And then you stay on the A minor. She goes running for the shelter in her mother's to a D7. Mother's little helper, and she helps her on her way, get her through her busy day. And that's back to E minor. So it's all the verses are the same. So we can go through it one more time just to make sure you've got it, right? So we're going to start on the E minor. Kids are different today. I hear every mother say, mother needs something today to calm her. F, D7 to G. Though she's not really ill, there's her C. Walk it down to A minor. She goes A minor. I pick that. To D7. Then hit E minor and away. E minor gets her through a day. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. And then we walk here. Doctor, please, some more of these. So that Doctor, please, C. You can do a C over G, or you can kind of walk the bass, however you want to do it. But a C is the most important thing. C. Some more of D. Outside the G. She took 4 C. What a D7 it is getting E minor. Right? So, Doctor, please see more of D. Outside the G. She took 4 more C. What a drag. D7 over F sharp is the way I'm playing that. It is getting old. Back to the E minor. We'll do the verse one more time. Men just aren't the same today. I hear every mother say they just don't appreciate that you get F, D7 over F sharp to G. They're so hard to satisfy. You can see to walk down A minor. So go A minor, shelter of the D7, helper, and for E minor, help the night, help to minimize your blight. And then it's on the outro, it's E minor. So E minor to D to G, C or C over G to G. So E minor, D, G, C, G. C over G, however you want to do it. Hey, that's Mother's Little Helper. I mean, what a great acoustic song. I consider this an acoustic song. It really is mostly acoustic guitars. It's wonderful, folks. That's the Rolling Stones. That's my version, my arrangement. Again, many ways to play this song. Have fun with it. Play it your own way. Make it your own. When the Stones play this, they make it their own, right? So I think we can too. But what a fantastic song. Again, though, original key of E minor. You can play along to the record. I always suggest you do that and then make it your own. No capo, standard tuning. Thank you, folks. I will see you real soon with another lesson. Take care.